The sky burned the day her apprentice died. It was not the soft fire of sunrise or the gentle shimmer of dragons in flight. It was a storm of flame, raw and furious, clawing through the heavens as if the gods themselves had set the world alight. Saren Vale stood at the edge of the training cliffs, her arm outstretched, voice hoarse from shouting commands that went unheard. The wind screamed around her, carrying the scent of charred stone and dragonfire. Above, the great emburrowing spiraled higher, wings fractured by light. Its rider, her apprentice, clung to the harness, too small, too brave, too trusting. "Bring her down," Saren's voice cracked. The dragon didn't listen. None of them did anymore. The bond, that sacred thread between dragon and trainer, had snapped mid-flight, like a song cut short. Saren felt the absence of it as a pain in her chest, a hollow ache that pulsed with every heartbeat. She had tried to bridge it again, to reach her student through the flames, but the girl's voice was gone. And then, so was the dragon. It plummeted, trailing a comet's tail of fire, crashing into the sea below. The waves hissed, steam rising like the breath of ghosts. For a long moment, the world was silent. When Saren finally lowered her arm, her hand was trembling. Scorched air licked at her skin, heat, guilt, and failure woven together. The council would call it an accident. They always did, but Saren knew better. The dragons were changing. The old magic was dying, and she, once the kingdom's greatest dragon trainer, had just buried her last proof that the bond could still exist. She turned from the cliff. The horizon glowed with dying embers, and in their reflection, her eyes caught a flicker of gold, the same gold that once marked her connection to the dragons. Now it was only a reminder. Saren Vale swore an oath that night beneath the falling ash. She would never take another apprentice. She would never risk another life for a magic that refused to answer. And she would never, ever, listen for the dragon's song again. But in the distance, high above the blackened sea, a single ember drifted, a faint, defiant spark that refused to die.